If you have been thinking about buying property in Antalya, investing in Turkey, or even relocating here, you need to pay attention to what's happening right now. The Antalya property market is sending some very clear signals. Home prices are rising, mortgage demand is surging, supply remains tight, and yet for buyers holding dollars, euros, or dirhams, prices are essentially unchanged compared to last year. So the big question is, are we looking at one of the best buying opportunities in years? Or is this window about to close? In this video, I will break down exactly what is happening in Antalya's real estate market, where the opportunities are, which districts deserve your attention, and what buyers, sellers, and investors should do next. Let's dive in. Before we get started, if you are thinking about buying, selling, investing, or moving to Antalya, feel free to reach out. Every single week, I speak with people from around the world who are researching a move to Turkey, looking for investment opportunities, or simply trying to understand which areas fit their goals. If that sounds like you will find all my contact information in the description below. Send me a message, tell me a little about your situation, and I will be happy to point you in the right direction. Now let's look at what is really happening in the Antalya market. So what is the big picture? Let's start with the numbers that matters. The median home price in Antalya now sits around 4.9 million Turkish lira. At today's exchange rate, that is approximately 114,000 dollars. The average price per square meter at these main residential districts is around $1,200 per meter. Now here's where things get interesting. Property prices in Turkish lira have increased by approximately 30% over the last year. At first glance, that sounds expensive, but Turkey's inflation rate is also around 31%. What does that mean? It means that for buyers using dollars, euros, or other hard currencies, real prices have remained surprisingly stable. In simple English, if you are buying in dollars today, you are effectively purchasing at very similar real world prices to what you would have paid in 2025. That is a rare situation in a market with strong long-term growth. So why Antalya's supply shortage matter? One of the most important stories in Antalya right now is supply. Simply, there are not enough homes being built to meet demand. Current construction output is estimated to cover only about half of annual housing demand. That is creating a persistent inventory shortage. And when supply is limited, while demand continues to grow, prices naturally come under upward pressure. We are seeing this especially in coastal districts like Konyaaltı and Lara. Quality properties in desirable locations often attract multiple interested buyers. In some cases, bidding competition is starting to appear. This isn't happening because of speculation. It's happening because there simply aren't enough good properties available. For buyers, this means hesitation can become expensive. For sellers, it means the market is working in your favor, provided your property is priced correctly. So let's talk about interest rates. Now let's talk about what's driving buyer demand. Turkey's central bank has reduced interest rates 5 consecutive times since mid-2025. The policy rate has fallen from a peak of 46% down to around 37%. Now, I know 37% still sounds high, and it is, but that is not the point. The important thing is the direction. Rates are moving down, and every rate cut brings thousands of domestic buyers back into the market. People who couldn't afford financing before are now starting to qualify again. We are already seeing the results. Mortgage-backed property sales surged by nearly 36% month over. That is a massive jump, and many analysts expect rates to continue falling through the rest of 2026. If that happens, domestic demand could accelerate even further. So buyers waiting for the perfect interest rate may actually face more competition later than they face today. Who is buying in Antalya? Let's look at the buyer pool. Right now, domestic Turkish buyers are driving most transaction volume. Many are trying to protect themselves against inflation. Others are moving from renting into ownership because rental prices continue to rise. But international buyers remain extremely important. Russian buyers continue to represent the largest foreign buyer group in Antalya. We are also seeing strong interest from Germany, the Gulf region, and Iran. And here is something many people don't realize. Even during periods when foreign sales slowed nationally, Antalya remained Turkey's #1 coastal destination for international property. The city continues to benefit from a world-class international airport, strong tourism demand, Mediterranean lifestyle appeal, short-term rental opportunities, and comparatively affordable prices compared with many European coastal destinations. Many market observers expect foreign demand to strengthen during the second half of 2026 as tourism numbers increase and economic conditions stabilize. If that happens, premium areas could experience additional upward pressure of prices. So, which districts offer the best opportunities? One of the biggest mistakes buyers make is asking, what is the best area in Antalya? The truth is, there isn't one best area. The right district depends entirely on your goals. Let's break it down. Altıntaş is one of Antalya's fastest growing districts. It's attracting significant new construction. Many projects feature modern amenities and hotel-style facilities. This area is particularly attractive for investors focused on rental income and future growth. If lifestyle is your priority, Konyaaltı remains one of Antalya's most desirable coastal locations. Supply is limited, demand remains strong, and the district enjoys excellent international recognition. For Lara, Lara is one of the city's premium coastal corridors. This area attracts many international buyers. Properties tend to command premium prices, but they also have strong long-term appeal. Kepez. For value-oriented buyers, Kepez deserves attention. Prices remain more accessible. Infrastructure continues improving, and many investors see strong upside potential. For Döşemealtı and Aksu, these districts appeal to long-term investors. Infrastructure projects and airport-related growth are creating future opportunities. What about Belek and Manavgat? These tourism-focused areas can offer attractive rental potential. However, investors must carefully understand current short-term rental regulations before purchasing. So, what's the key takeaway? Start with your objective, then choose the district, not the other way around. So, what should sellers do right now? If you are selling property in Antalya, the market is generally on your side, but there is an important condition. You must price correctly. The difference between a well-priced property and an overpriced property can be dramatic. Well-priced homes are often selling within 4 to 8 weeks. Overpriced homes can sit for months. Today's buyers are informed. They compare listings. They understand market values, and they move quickly when something is priced realistically. Professional photography, video tours, and strong marketing are no longer optional. They are expected, especially when targeting international buyers. If you are planning to sell this year, summer remains one of the strongest periods for buyer activity. So, what should buyers do right now? For buyers holding dollars, euros, pounds, or dirhams, today's market presents a unique opportunity. Real prices remain relatively stable in hard currency terms. Negotiation opportunities still exist, and domestic competition has not yet fully returned. My advice is straightforward. First, define your goals. Second, choose the right district. Third, complete through legal due diligence. Four, verify title deeds. 5, verify permits. 6, verify compliance. And finally, move decisively when you find the right property. The best properties rarely stay available for long. So, where does Antalya stand in May 2026? Supply remains tight, demand is growing, interest rates are falling, domestic buyers are returning, foreign demand is expected to strengthen, and hard currency buyers still have an opportunity that may not exist forever. For buyers, sellers, and investors, the market is providing opportunities. The challenge is understanding where they are and acting strategically. So this is Antalya Real Estate Market Report. The full report is available if you want to reach me out, and I can send to you, or you can put a comment down and I will send to you as a PDF, and see you in the next video.